Think for a moment. Why do you take notes? Is your answer so that you can study and get a good grade on the test? If so, then your note-taking needs to be effective, as effective note-taking leads to effective studying. Note-taking is a process. You take your notes during class, but don't stop there. Effective note-taking is more than just sitting in class and trying to copy down what your instructor is saying. After you take the notes, you must go home, review the notes, and then summarize and organize the material. Finally, you create associations between the notes and the material that you expect might be on the test. Now your notes are more than notes. They are study aids. So when you're sitting in class, listening to your instructor, how do you know what to write in your notes? When instructors teach a class, many times they, intentionally or unintentionally, signal important concepts. They do so in a variety of ways. They may use signal words or tell you it is important. If an instructor repeats something several times, usually it is not forgetfulness, but an indication of an important concept. When instructors pause, they are usually pausing to give you time to write down what they just said. If they are pausing, you should be writing. Textbooks also have signals. Take a moment to read this poem. Can you guess what it is about? If you find you are having a difficult time discerning the topic of the poem, you might find it easier if you had a title. A title is one type of signal that appears in textbooks. You can see that with the title of this poem present, the content of the poem is easier to understand. Titles in textbooks serve the same purpose. When you are reading your notebook, pay attention to all of the signals within it. They are listed on this slide. Now let's review the different ways we can organize our notes. Most of us take linear notes. That means we just write our notes as the instructor presents the material with little to no additional information added. This is a simple method, but this type of note-taking does not equal a great study aid. A great study aid will have you organizing, analyzing, and discovering relationships in the course information. After you take linear notes, you should spend some time each night organizing them in a manner that helps you to find the main points. One way to do that is to create an outline. An outline is just a listing of each main point covered, followed by subpoints, or evidence to support that main point. Research has shown that organizing notes in an outline format leads to higher test scores. If you are a more visual person, consider mapping. Mapping is just a graphic or visual display of an outline. You put your main points in a bubble, put your evidence in a bubble, and then indicate the relationships between concepts by a narrower line. Not only will mapping improve your test scores, but it utilizes your higher order thinking skills. It's like exercise for your brain. If neither outline nor mapping is your cup of tea, consider structured note-taking. Structured note-taking puts all of your important information into a chart. The chart includes each main idea, followed by definitions or explanations, evidence, and connection to other main points or ideas that you can easily recall. Finally, consider trying Cornell notes. The Cornell system has students separate their notebook paper into 3 parts. Those parts are the main body of the paper, the left-hand column used for a review of notes, and the bottom margin for the summary of the day's notes. The student takes most of the notes in the body of the paper. The narrower left column is reserved for the following: keywords, vocabulary terms, brief summaries, main ideas, formulas, or other critical information. The student will write down the key points in the left column after the class. There should also be room at the bottom of the page for a summary. The summary column can be viewed as a type of executive summary. An executive summary is a concise summary of an official document that allows executives to get a quick understanding of the material without having to read the entire document. No matter which note-taking method you choose, remember that you should review your notes after class every day while you organize, summarize, and associate your notes. If you do this, note-taking will more than writing down information, it will become a study aid leading to higher achievement and success.